up on today's show, training camp is officially here, and we are going to take a look at the updated Seattle Seahawks depth chart. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to take in mind the injuries on the Seahawks roster and take those guys out of the depth charts. What do the other 90 spots look like at this point in time if the season were to begin today? And I know, obviously, you'd have 53 men on the roster if the season began. But let's take the injuries into account and show you what the depth chart looks like as is right now. This comes from our Tuesday live show. We will reveal it and react to it coming up in just a moment. Before we do, we have a challenge here on Seahawks Today. We're trying to get to 53,000 subs before the first preseason game. We're just less than 150 away from reaching that next milestone. For daily Seahawks coverage, you won't find it anywhere else. Live shows twice a week, watch parties for every game this season, including the preseason. You got to subscribe to Seahawks Today. Join the family. Help us reach 53K subs. YouTube.com/SeahawksTV. Let's start with the injury report, and it is lengthy heading into training camp for your Seattle Seahawks. It includes the following: Abraham Lucas, Jerome Baker, Tyrel Dodson, Lance Boykin. The hope was that Lucas would be healthy and Baker and Dodson in time for camp. That doesn't appear to be the case heading into training camp, so they will all not be included on our depth chart. Derek Reed, Drake Thomas, Cameron Young, all on the PUP list, while Anthony Bradford, Easton Gibbs, rookie DJ James, Nehemiah Pritchard, another rookie, and D. Williams, they are all on the non-football injury list at this point in time. We have focused a lot on the injuries at the linebacker position here on Seahawks Today, and rightfully so, with Dodson and Baker leading the way. But it's also worth noting, and you'll see this as we go along here, just how shorthanded Seattle is in the secondary right now. With Derek Reed out and among others here, the Seahawks are going to need all hands on deck at that position at the moment. We'll talk more about that coming up later. Let's go through the depth chart. Beginning with the quarterback position, the QBs, no surprise. Geno is your QB1, Sam Howell QB2, P.J. Walker holds the QB3 spot at the moment. The running back position, Kenneth Walker III is your RB1, Zach Charbonnet the RB2, although Charbonnet is expected to take on an increased role in 2024. Kenny McIntosh, your RB3, and then a fight to see who can get potentially one of those last running back spots as the RB4 between Holani, Lewis, and Person Jr. I really like this group, and Ryan Grubb has already said that they are going to put an emphasis on pass catching. We know that the screen game is a big part of Ryan Grubb's offense. And think about this, with all three of those running backs we mentioned, Walker, Charbonnet, and McIntosh, all three of them are very good receiving backs. So the fact that they're going to be used more in the passing game, I am feeling very good about that running back room, and I think it's going to be one of the best in the National Football League. How would you grade the Seahawks depth chart? A, B, C, D, or F? What do you think about this group heading into 2024? Let me know what you think. I got about a B+, if I'm going to be honest with you. What do you guys think? Give me your grades in the comments section below. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time, the place to go for last-minute tickets, the best seats and the lowest prices guaranteed. Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, and theater productions. Here's how it works. Choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed from there. You choose your seat, see if you like that seat or not. And then, just like that, you're checking out with all major credit card providers, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, and more. And on top of that, folks, get this. If you download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS, we are giving you $20 off your first purchase. Yes, you heard that right. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. All right, let's shift gears now and head to the wide receiver position for Seattle. No shocker, DK, Lockett, and JSN, your top three targets. And we are expecting to see more of JSN on the outside. He and Lockett could potentially flip roles there. Bobo, Young, Eskridge, and others, we shall see how many wideouts the Seahawks ultimately take on the 53-man roster when it's all said and done. The tight end position includes the following: Noah Fant, Pharaoh Brown, A.J. Barner, Tyler Mabry, Brady Russell, and Jack Westover holding those spots for now. And I want to take a moment to talk about the tight end position. I'm concerned about this group with the lack of solid pass catchers. We talked about the running backs having some really good receivers. This tight end room, you got Noah Fant and you got Jack Westover as your two receiving tight ends. And Westover, I don't really put a ton of stock in because he's a UDFA. We'll see if he even makes the team. To me, that's a bit of a concern at this point of not having enough guys that are pass catchers and having so many blocking tight ends. That's not where I would have gone, but that's what John Schneider and Mike McDonald ultimately decided to do. Let's ask you about Jack Westover now. Is he going to make the 53-man roster? Y for yes, N for no. I hope so. With the need at the receiving tight end spot, I hope Westover makes it. What do you guys think? Weigh in. Let us know. Let's go to the offensive line now, and this is where things are really banged up. With Abraham Lucas out right now, that certainly changes things, and you also have Anthony Bradford out at the moment as well. So your starting five at the moment includes Charles Cross, Laken Tomlinson, Olu Olutimi, Christian Haynes, and George Fant as your starting right tackle, making his return to the Seahawks. Stone Forsythe is there. You got Nick Harris, Curtis, Gerald, among others there, and a very competitive offensive line. But for me, this is the biggest concern for the Seahawks entering 2024. And they need Abe Lucas to get healthy badly. They need him out there. If he and Charles Cross can have big years in year 3, can step up and stay healthy, then that's going to go a long way for the rest of the offensive line. You're going to feel a lot better about this group if these guys can get out there and do their part. What's your confidence level in the Seahawks offensive line right now? I'm not feeling so great at the moment. How do you feel? I got about a 6 out of 10 at the moment. How would you scale your confidence? Let us know in the comments section below. Let's go to the defensive line now. Leonard Williams, Jaron Reed, and Byron Murphy would be your starting dudes on the defensive line, as at the moment what we've heard is that Draymond Jones will transition to the outside linebacker position primarily, although things could change. Jonathan Hankins would be your main rotating piece there to back up those guys. Let's go to the linebacker depth chart. And without Dodson and Baker, the rookie Tyrese Knight enters into the starting lineup, as well as John Radigan, Uchenna Nwosu also there, Boye Mafe, among others, and Draymond Jones, your rotational piece, both at outside linebacker and at the defensive end position. If Dodson and Baker can't get healthy soon, you can't roll with this group. You got to go get some help. You have to get some help. You guys know the Michael Jordan meme, get some help, right? Whether it's in free agency or a trade or whatever it may be, that cannot be the starting linebacker and core when the season begins. Hopefully those guys get healthy, but I'm looking for the Seahawks potentially to go make some moves there with that linebacker room. The corner room goes as follows. With the injuries to the corner room, with no Pritchett and no DJ James, you have Mike Jackson, Rick Woolen, and Devin Witherspoon still there. Trey Brown, Artie Burns, and that's about it at this point. It is looking pretty bleak behind those guys with the injuries that are there. Injuries already affecting this group, and one of the things that has been talked about in Seahawks circles over the last couple of months has been, hey, whoever doesn't get the job between Mike Jackson and Trey Brown, there's a chance that one of them will get traded because there's enough teams out there that need starting outside corner help. Well, with the injuries that are already there, and you got to think, I mean, it's virtually impossible that they're going to be completely healthy when the season begins. You're probably going to have to keep both guys because you're going to need the depth when it's all said and done. Who ultimately wins the starting outside corner job? Is it Mike Jackson or is it Trey Brown? Type MJ for Mike Jackson. Type TB for Trey Brown. Let us know in the comments section below. All right, let's wrap up now with the safety group, and then we'll get to special teams in a moment. Julian Love and Rajon Jenkins, your starting safeties with Kobe Bryant. You got Wallace, among others there. competing in that safety spot. And we mentioned the injury to Jarek Reed. He's not expected to return for a while. And then the special teams unit. This is a really good group. I'm excited about Jason Myers, kicker, Michael Dixon at the punter spot, Chris Stoll at the long snapper, Aesop Winston, your main punt return specialist, and then our old friend, D. Eskridge, at the moment, holding things down as your main kick returner. And it'll be fascinating to see what he looks like with the new kickoff rules in the NFL. Subscribe now to Seahawks Today for continuing Seahawks coverage each and every day here on the channel, youtube.com/SeahawksTV. I'm Tyler Jones. We will see you next time.